Where the Scottish lowlands meet the highlands, the landscape starts to shift. It gets a little wilder, a little more dramatic. But hidden away just east of Stirling lies something you might not expect. A beautiful Japanese garden, quietly flourishing and tucked into the Scottish hills. I'm meeting Sara Stewart, chairwoman of the garden and part of the family who started it all those years ago. Sara, this garden is absolutely stunning, and to think that your family created it must make you so proud. How did it all begin?
Well, it began, my great-great-aunt, Ella Christie. She was an inveterate traveller, and she went to Japan. She fell in love with Japanese gardens. And she came back here, and she had this sort of slightly marshy area that was sort of redundant. And she created a place of respite. You know, when she came back from her travels, and she could come here and just zone out.
And this is in the early 1900s?
Early 1900s, yeah.
When women weren't really travelling much?
No, well, she was the first Western lady into what is now Uzbekistan. She was an amazing woman.
You clearly have an incredible passion for this garden. What does it mean to you?
Everything. So much of my childhood was spent here. So I inherited, but it became clear to me that we were almost at the point of no return. It was almost too overgrown to actually be a Japanese garden. Amazingly, that year, Professor Fukuhara, who'd won the Chelsea Flower Show, and he asked if he could be the one to restore it.
But it's interesting and lovely that you went back to Japanese gardeners to help
You have to be
bring
authentic.
this back to life, yeah.
But it has been sensitively restored. But the key is the team who look after it and love it.
Yes. It's obviously very Japanese and wonderful, but are there little bits of Scotland in here as well?
Yes. The zigzag bridge was made from estate larch, and this building here, the Azumaya, and this is constructed from local Scottish oak, so it's fantastic. I think my favourite part of the garden, which sounds extraordinary, but it's the entrance. Because I know that no one knows what's beyond. And as various elements grow up over the years, it'll be even more secretive and even more exciting.
Yes. And it's full of promise, isn't it?
It's full of promise.
What's ahead. It's the start of something wonderful.
Yes.
And when I came through first thing today, and I've not been to this garden before, you just walk in, you turn a corner, and you see that glimpse of water, and then the mountainous backdrop, and it's stunning. It really is.
It gives you such a tremendous sense of peace. You literally just go, your blood pressure just goes.
Now, Rob, it feels as if I've stumbled across a garden that's always been here. It fits so perfectly into the landscape. But I guess it takes a lot of work to make this look so natural.
Yeah, that's right. It's supposed to look effortlessly beautiful, but in fact is really labour-intensive and high maintenance.
Tell me about some of the work that you need to do then to make it look like this.
So constant pruning of the shrubs, maintenance of the moss, which is an unusual job to be doing in the garden, to be encouraging the moss.
It is. Now, that's such a Japanese feature, isn't it?
Yeah.
So do you get the clippers out?
Exactly, yeah. And in Japan, they have armies of volunteers who will pick, the pine needles or any leaves off the moss mounds.
Is it quite therapeutic, or is it...
People tell me so, but I haven't found that part of it yet.
No, because you're doing it all day, every day.
Exactly, yeah.
British ornamental gardens, see, very aesthetically beautiful. But Japanese gardens in particular seem to have great symbolism. Amongst every corner, every way you turn, it means something.
Yeah, there are no mistakes here, and everything is really purposefully placed. Every single rock, every single tree. The rocks are painstakingly placed, and we'll rotate them by a millimetre.
There are so many elements here that are vital to Japanese design, really.
Yeah.
What are some of your favourite structures here?
Probably my favourite one would be the zigzag bridge, or yatsuhashi. It leads you to the island of eternal youth in the middle of the pond. And the reason it's zigzagged is to symbolise the fact that life isn't a straightforward line, so, the twists and turns along the way.
Yeah, the journeys that you go upon.
Exactly.
I like the sound of an eternal youth area.
Yeah, I spend a lot of time on that island,
Yeah, I
actually.
think I might try later on. And so planting-wise, I guess that's a bit of a challenge.
This is completely different, and the Japanese team keep having to remind me that this isn't the place to showcase my favourite things. This very strict list of what's acceptable in the Japanese garden. So there's not lots of variation, it's all repetition. So lots of rhododendron luteum, which was originally planted here in 1907. And it fills the whole garden with its scent just about now.
Yeah, that
for
beautiful,
another month.
vibrant yellow as well. And then the aces, there's a lot of aces around, which you would expect to see in a Japanese garden.
Yeah, and again, we could showcase lots of different aces, but we just pick a few and go with that. So Ozakazuki is the one that we mostly use.
So just placing that and mirroring it. Well, not mirroring, because that would be very formal.
Yeah, it's all very asymmetrical in the Japanese garden, but purposefully asymmetrical and random, hopefully, but truly random rather than uniformly random. I just think Japanese design in general is just incredible, and I really couldn't see myself being anywhere else now.
It's incredible to think that a spark of inspiration from distant shores could take root here, creating a garden that's still flourishing over a century later and still bringing people and communities together.